What's up, NASCAR racing fans? This is Ryan with NASCAR Authentic Reviews, and I'm back with another 124 scale diecast. So if you've seen my Instagram channel, you probably know what diecast this is, and if you have not, go ahead and check that out. I'll leave a link in the description, or at least a name in the description. But here we go. So this is Chase Elliott's Texas win from 2014. So of course you do have the classic box, the full all the way around, no window, no view screen or anything. And really, I do love these boxes because Lionel actually puts a little bit of work into these, and they actually work well for display of your diecast. So there we go. You see Chase Elliott right here, first career win, of course, and Texas race winner. Of course, you have the cowboy hat there and the trophy he is holding up above his head, and the burnout, and of course race version and nationwide series as it was. So of course 2014. We'll take a look at the description right here. Chase Elliott, number 9, Napa, Texas win. 2014 Camaro, 1 of 2,332, which is actually quite a bit for what this was, and it's actually pretty impressive that they made that many, because 2,322, or 332 rather, that's, like I said, that's quite a bit. Like, I believe the Jeff Gordon raced version for his final win, I believe that had about 3,000, 3,600 or something like that, which is, a lot, but for the fact that this is, for one, an Xfinity win, and a driver that, he's up and coming in the sport, but he's not really known per se, but he's definitely known now. But for his first season in the Xfinity series, and to have that many diecasts sold, and for this diecast to actually be kind of hard to find for a really good price. Fortunately, I stumbled across this on Amazon for a really good price, and I got it for about $45, $44 rather, and pretty good price. So it was a price I couldn't pass up. Diecast I definitely wanted for quite a while, but for that reason that usually they sell for about 60 or 70 bucks online, I could not pass up a deal of $45. So there you go. You see Chase Elliott with the trophy and stuff there with Mr. Dale Earnhardt Jr., and of course he was running for Dale or Junior Motorsports. You see there Junior Nation and Hendrick Motorsports. But yeah, so there we go. Enough about the box, and I believe we've covered it pretty much. And we will move on to the card. So of course, you get these cards with every diecast you get, raced win wise, I guess. And you see Texas up here, the track that he won at, a nationwide series. Chase Elliott, Texas Motor Speedway 300 winner. Fort Worth, Texas, April 4th, 2014. We take a look at the card. The description right here, if I can get it to focus in. Time of race, 2 hours, 10 minutes, 52 seconds. That is a rather short race, I might add. Starting position, 6th. Total laps, 200 for 300 miles. Number of cautions, 5 for 26 laps. Number of leaders, 9. Laps led by leader, 38. Margin of victory, 2.66 seconds. And driver career wins. First NASCAR Nationwide Series win. So very important there. And take a look at the back. Of course, you see Chase Elliott's burnout, the burnout that blew out his right rear tire, and we will take a look at that before too long. So a very interesting first blown tire that I had. Elliott clinched his first NASCAR Nationwide Series win. Everything is bigger in Texas. And April 4th, under the lights at Texas Motor Speedway, Chase Elliott proved he is the next big thing, scoring his first win in the NASCAR Nationwide Series. Starting from the 6th spot, Elliott led the 300-mile race 4 times for 38 laps. The race saw 5 cautions for 26 laps and 14 lead changes among the 9 drivers. When the checker flag waved, Elliott crossed the finish line with a 2.666 margin of victory over the second-place competitor. So there we go. And who was the second-place competitor? Was it Kevin Harvick, I believe? But nevertheless, he scored the win. And there we go, there's the card. So I guess we'll go ahead and take a look at the diecast. This will be the second, I guess, Xfinity / Nationwide Series card that I have. Of course, the other one in the back, that is the Xfinity one from 2015. That is his Richmond win, which for some reason has a lot less produced, but is a lot easier to find. So I think that one has about 670 diecast produced, and that one's pretty spread across the internet for a decent price. And this one, like I've said, has about 2,300 produced and is a little bit harder. Of course, the significance of this diecast is a whole lot more than that one, but nevertheless, kind of interesting. But yeah, we'll go ahead and take a look at this. Of course, I did get the 1/64 scale version of this. Of course, this is the race version that came with that tin can promotion from Napa. If you have not seen that video, go ahead and check it out. But it came with a 2-car pack with a tin can, so that's pretty cool. And of course, this is supposed to replicate the car pretty well, so we will compare that, see how it stands up against it. Of course, it's not going to have a rear, blown tire or anything, but nevertheless, we'll take a look at it. Texas Motor Speedway on the top. So yeah, and I'm going to take a look at the car. So of course, nothing too much against the car. It's actually rather clean. No confetti that you can really see. The hood is a little bit dirty, and we'll take a look at that. So yeah, you can see some of the grime and a whole lot of grime up here on the front splitter. Some grill tape right there. But I do like the grime on the front splitter. Just adds a really lot of character. So I guess Texas is known for being a pretty dirty track. But yeah, so we'll take a look at the right side. Really quite clean on this side. I'm kind of surprised that there was not any confetti on the car. And I have to go back and look at the pictures and see if there really was confetti on the car and they didn't put it on here. But nevertheless, just a little bit of blown out right side fender there. And this is not the blown out tire, as you can see. It is clean, but the other side you will see. And Napa 9 on top, of course, Nationwide Series. We'll take a look under the hood real quick. Of course, nothing too different under the hood. Of course, same B-class detail that we see right there. Chevy up top. Of course, functioning roof flaps as always. And there we go. A window net, of course, rear. And of course, the DIN number, 491, which is quite surprising that I got such a low DIN number. Relatively low for how late this is. But I got such a low DIN number for how long it's been since this diecast has been produced. So we'll take a look at the inside and the fuel box. So not too much to talk about there. Same stuff as always. Rookie stripes and Napa know-how on the side. This is the side that's actually a little bit more interesting. This is the side with the blown out tires. You can kind of see the rear fender has been blown out and a little bit of the tire hanging off there. But yeah, you can kind of see against my hand, there's just a little bit of a scuffing there on the side. And I was really, to be honest, I was really hoping that there would be more of a blown tire on this. I was kind of hoping that it'd be a whole lot more chewed. But nevertheless, you won't really see it unless you take it out to display it. So nevertheless, it doesn't really get seen. But I'm glad Lionel did put in at least this much detail, but I'd like to see just a little bit more chewed tire. I guess some are different than others. But nevertheless, pretty cool. And of course, the side is, like I said before, pretty chewed out. We'll take a pretty good close look at this and see if it looks all right. I don't know if it'll focus or not. There we go. So the good thing is that doesn't look too digital, so looks pretty clean. Of course, I do like the markings on the tire, number 9, Goodyear, and so forth. I do like that. That is pretty awesome. I guess that was made after the race or during the pit stops. I don't know. But, of course, you have the typical honorary pit crew member. You see here on the back quarter panel. That is pretty typical for Chase Elliott to have and so forth. So there we go. And I guess we'll take a look at the 1/64 scale diecast in comparison. So there you go. Pretty much see the same stuff as we saw before. Grime up here on the front, like I said before also. Not too much damage on this car, so there's really not much to go over. But, of course, some hood dirt. Same thing as on the 1/24 scale. So they did a pretty good job on this 1/64 scale. Holds up pretty good, even though the 1/64 scale was only produced, as a race version at least, for that promotional diecast. So it's kind of interesting that they would go ahead and put in the time to make that. And for it. So there you go. And there is the 1/24 scale diecast, and that will be the video. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe and like if you have not done so already. And thank you. So hopefully I'll be able to get some more 1/24 scale diecast. I cannot wait until Chase Elliott's Martinsville win with the Truck Series. Till that diecast comes in. As far as I know, there is still no release date, so that will probably be quite a while till we get that. But nevertheless, pretty awesome. And thank you guys for watching. This is NASCAR Authentic Reviews signing out. Take care, guys.
because
Hey, this is a good run.
run here.
Here we go.
Wow.
Oh, what a pass.
Right around the top side, that momentum.
That is a pass, my man. 2 liters at 9.
One more lap and a mile and a half left to go
Maybe
for
come
Chase
with a white
Elliott to
flag,
get his
man. I
first
need
win.
one more good lap. Leader is 2+ seconds out back.
Won a NASCAR Camping World Truck Series race last summer. Somewhat controversial circumstances surrounding the finish of that one, but what a bold outside pass on Kevin Harvick to take the lead in this one, and he's driven away with now a half a lap to go.
Elliott, there's your first nationwide win. I want to see the best burnout you ever did.
Chase Elliott wins in Texas.
Yes! Oh, the freaking dog, yes!
Ring that siren in Dawsonville, boys. Hit the button right now.
Wow, that's impressive.